Hello, viewers. Welcome to the Lawyer to Lawyer segment. I am Advocate Akshay Verma with you. The Lawyer to Lawyer segment is part of a mentorship series in which we will be discussing and interviewing senior and experienced advocates regarding the issues and concerns faced by the fresh law graduates and junior advocates while beginning their career into the legal field. Today, I would like to welcome my mentor, my guide, and my senior advocate Aji Kuriakos with me.
Thank you, Akshay.
Thank you, sir, for taking time out from your busy schedule and to address our issues. Without any further delay, let's dive into the questions. Being an advocate, sir, it is a very stressful job. What so far I have experienced, it is a very stressful job because we have to manage a lot of things. So, my first and foremost question is how do you manage all the stress and still work proficiently?
See, Akshay, basically, I am into this lawyer profession because of my passion.
Correct.
From the age of 16, 17, I prepared myself as a lawyer. Maybe you will be laugh at me that I used to get into the washroom and I just practice that I am a lawyer. I am inside the court and I don't know what to do, but see, watching films or all, and basically my father has got many litigations, so I used to accompany him to the courts. So I saw the lawyers in the court. They are getting that much respect from the community, from the people outside. And moreover, I heard from my father that the lawyer profession is a dignified profession and it's a glorified profession. So somehow I need to achieve to that glorification, or what we say, that dignification. So from the age of 16, 17 onwards, I am planning to be a lawyer. So that was my passion, and fortunately, I get into this profession. After 5 or 6 years, I became a lawyer. So as you said, the stress is also like what we say, it's like happiness for me. Okay. That stress, I from 96, 95 onwards, I became a lawyer. Then along 5 or 6 years after, I came I came to UAE. So my major chunk of my professional life is in UAE. From 2000 onwards, I am here in this country. Yes. So in the beginning, there is no stress because there is no case. There is no people coming to meet a lawyer. I am here new to this country. So as you said, I'm praying to get stress.
Okay.
Because when people can, even I'm receiving a phone call, it's a pleasure for me at that time. Because how the people come to me, how the people come to a lawyer. See, coming to a lawyer is not a simple thing because they need that much confidence to entrust a case to a lawyer.
Correct.
Understand?
Yeah.
So they are entrusting themselves to us.
Correct.
Their main thing that everything has lost or they need to get something. So they need to get a confidence from me. Correct. Otherwise, they will not entrust me.
Correct.
I am a junior lawyer. I am at the age of 30. 27, 28, 29. The age of that. At that age, they need to have confidence in me. Okay. So I never been too stressed that much. But afterwards, when I became, as you said, a senior lawyer like this, after 22 years, stress comes to me because many cases are there, but I cannot concentrate on all those things. So you people coming to me, you are helping me a lot. But there are many stress because you are also new to the profession. Yes. So maybe some miscommunication between the clients, they will come to me. Yes. Then they had the right to question me because I am one of them, the clients also. So that stress only. But the professional wise, the lawyer profession is one of the dignified, glorified profession.
So we can conclude, sir, that the stress is manageable if we make work as our passion. If we make our passion as our work, then there is no stress.
True.
Like you got the motivation from childhood itself to being into the profession.
Absolutely,
Oh.
you are correct. Absolutely, that is the only what we say opinion or only advice from my side, that this stress is manageable if you are interested in this profession, or your profession, your passion is your profession, then there is no stress.
Then there is no. Right. Thank you so much, sir. So we'll move on to the next question. After managing the stress, how do you advise, like in your experience, how does a person makes a good advocate?
See, Akshay, there is no what we say differentiation like good advocate and bad advocate. Advocate or lawyer, in that profession, see, we need to have some ethics in our life. That if you are a lawyer or not, there should be some ethics in our life. We should not do this. We should not do that, and or we will do this only at that point only. Only after that time only. These are the ethics, and we will not go and meet clients. For example, as a lawyer, I will explain to you. See, we will never go to solicit the client. We will never do the soliciting. Soliciting in the sense, we will never give our visiting cards to police people. We will never give our visiting cards to the hospital people. The clients must come to us. That is my way of doing the profession from last 25 years. We need the client to come to us. That means we are the boss. Actually, the client should not boss us. They are coming to us, they are entrusting the case. That means they need a lawyer. A lawyer don't need a client. The client must come to a lawyer. So that is the main thing, main advice which I can give you people. Because if we are going to the client and we are begging for a case, that means we lose our dignity. They can do anything to us. They can ask anything to us. Even they can shout to us. But at the other instance, if the client is coming to us, we can shout to them. We can say that you are not correct, which I did is correct, even if the situation is bad also, but we can prove that I am correct. Understand?
Right.
So at that time, the client will not boss us. So my opinion is that never go to the client will come to you. Never solicit. But marketing, that is a sort of marketing. See, as a lawyer, if we are doing a YouTube channel, I am doing a YouTube channel, maybe it can be considered as marketing.
Yes.
Because I am giving you advice, I am giving my opinion, so people will happy with that opinion. They are confident at me, they will come to me. That means I am not marketing directly. That is indirect way of what we say, indirect way of introducing ourselves to the people.
Right.
Nobody is there to introduce a lawyer to the people.
Right.
So we are introducing ourselves. I am a lawyer. I am practicing here in this country for last such and such years. So I am able to advise you. I am able to give you my opinions, and my opinions are this. If you are interested, you can come and meet me. Understand? So that is the first thing which we need to study, that
Correct.
we never go to the clients. The client must come to us, taking into confidence of my advisors or our advisors, and that will be easy for the future transactions between the clients. Understand?
Thank you so much, sir. So moving forward with the practical exposure, it's a fact that we won't win all the cases. Sometimes it happens that we may lose some cases. So how do you suggest that how should one person deal with such loss? Or what are your strategies to deal with such losses? And because we are answerable to the clients, it may happen in the court that we might lose the case or we might win. It depends upon the circumstances. but how to deal with that loss and how to calm and explain it to the client. How do you deal, or how do you suggest an advocate must handle the situation at that time?
It is true that we will lose or win the case. Winning the case is okay. Obviously, it's happy for us. But losing a case, that is the main thing. How to handle when we lose a case, the loss of the case. I mean, how can we handle the loss? Not ourselves, but how can we educate the client to handle the loss? From the beginning itself, as a lawyer, I may feel that the case is weak. See, there are two types of cases, as you know, that I don't want to explain this, criminal as well as civil cases. The documents or the evidences, the both things. So we must inform the client from the beginning that this case is a weak case. Don't give false promises to a client. Understand?
Correct.
See, a lawyer can never give 100% winnability for a case.
Right.
Never, ever. It's up to, see, the client will ask, so what is the percentage of winning in our case? I said, we must say that it's a 50-50, 60-40, or 70-30. That is according to the documents and the evidences which we have.
Right.
Don't give him a false promise.
Right.
First thing, if you give him a false promise that 100% we will win the case, he will be that much confident till the date of judgment.
Right.
When the judgment came reversely, he will be agitated. Because whose fault is that? It's our fault.
Right.
Because we gave this false confidence, false commitment, false assurance to the client.
Correct.
So first thing is that from the beginning itself, by perusing the documents or by perusing the evidences available to us, we must give them a percentage of winning of the case, a win percentage.
Correct.
Understand? That should not be 100%.
Correct.
First thing, understand. That false promises will affect our judgment date.
Correct.
If that from the beginning we practice that, we don't want to get we don't want to get worried about explaining to the client.
Right.
The second thing, the explanation of the case procedures. That is a very important thing. If in a civil case, from the date of filing the plaint or from the date of filing the written statement, we must explain the client what are we doing in the court. That is my senior lawyer, Advocate Satish Kumar. Sir told me each and every case, for even an argument in an IA, he will call the client to come to the court. Even if the client is old or not able to walk, he said, you come by a car, take a car, come to the court. Today there is an IA hearing. A simple IA, maybe it's a IA for appurtenant property in a civil case, or an EP hearing for installment. He will ask the client to come to the court, stand near the window, hear what I am saying to the court. That means the client must be aware of each and every proceedings what we are doing in the court. All of a blue moon, we will call the client that tomorrow is judgment. He will come to the court. He will be having many questions to us.
Yes.
Because he
doesn't know what happened in between the proceedings. Correct.
Understand? So if very transparent, he knew all the proceedings, before judgment he will know the fate of the case.
Yes.
Understand?
That's correct.
So he will not be confused. So he will ask, sorry sir, it's okay, we can go for appeal.
Correct.
So advising him, the pathways through the case came and up to where we reached. Then it will be very easy. So there is no point in getting worried about explaining to the client. That is what I said earlier. The client will console us. Okay sir, don't worry. It will be happen. We can go for appeal.
Correct.
Understand? So transparent explanations to the client from the beginning of the case.
Correct.
That will help us get rid of this question.
Situation.
Situation.
Okay, understood. So we must be very transparent with the client, and we must inform him about the loopholes in the case,
Of course.
and we must keep him aware about the proceedings also,
Okay.
so that he is aware that how much the case is strong or not strong.
If possible.
If possible.
The question is that we are in UAE.
Right.
The medium of language, the medium which is used in the court is Arabic.
Correct.
So possibly, if possible, give them the petitions or the papers which we are producing in the court.
Right.
And ask him to translate it into English.
Right.
And ask him to read. Get an opinion from him.
Right.
So the client and lawyer, they are going together.
Yes.
So there is no point in getting worried at the time of judgment.
Right.
Because both are doing the case as of own.
Yes.
See, my senior lawyer, again, he told me, we should not be the client.
Right.
We always be the lawyer of the person who is aggrieved. The lawyer has his own, what we say, way of adopting laws, way of adopting things in the court.
Right.
Client is a layman.
Right.
He may say something, but we must inform the client, we must educate the client that these are the things happening in the court.
Right.
So at that time, at that point, we should not worried, we will not be worried, because the client and ourselves are going together.
Yes.
So that is why in India, the medium will be easy for both of us. But in UAE, this is very important to inform the client or to give the copy of the papers which we are submitting in the court. Okay. So he will be informed from the beginning before producing the papers in the court. Understood.
Understood, sir. Thank you so much, sir. And while working with you since last 2 years, I have experienced these things that usually you don't like being called or addressed as sir. Can you please today explain me the reason why?
Even that is true. Even I told you not to call me sir, but you are still doing this thing. Because what is the meaning of sir? It's a sort of what we say. It is a sort of slavery system did by the European people, or more specifically, did by the English people in India. Understood? The English, they will never call us sir. Even if you are a minister, or even if you are a senior officials in an embassy, they will never call you sir. They will start with Mr. Akshay, right. Mr. Hari. That is what they do. Right. That is what they practiced. So why you are calling me sir? Even if you can call me Advocate Aji, it's very easy, because I am having a profession. You are having a profession. Akshay, lawyer Akshay. Understood. Yes. So that means it's a notion of slavery. Right. It's already abolished in this world. Okay. So that is why I said, don't call me sir. We have a profession. Right. Call me Advocate Aji. Right. That is easy for me.
I would like to thank sir for taking the time out to answering our concerns and our queries. We are surely going to benefit a lot. Dear viewers, thank you for watching the video. We will continue with more questions and more issues in our next video in the Lawyer to Lawyer segment. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like the video and share our video. Also, please post your comments in the comment box, and we will make sure to include those questions in the next videos. Thanks a lot.